What's going on, everybody? It's Hambo and Johnny, back with you today for another Nintendo Dad's First Look. And today we're going to play Golfinite. I am really excited for this one. This is a game I've had on my radar for the last month or so since I've heard it. It was coming to the Switch. This was out on Steam about a year ago or so. And I did play a little bit of it so far. And what's really unique about this one is it does have sort of real golf mechanics, but layers in some pretty cool arcade power-ups and sort of some unique stuff that you don't typically see in like a simulation type golf game. So yeah, let's jump in and I'll show you guys a little bit about Golfinite. This one was published by RedDeerGames and is developed by Pmurph Games, I believe. So many thanks to them for passing along a code for us. I'm gonna just pop it on full game screen so you guys can get a good feel for this. So like I said, right, so I've played a little bit of this so far, so I have a save file going, so I'll jump into it. It is sort of that traditional 3-click golf system that you're used to. But it does things like, hey, you know, you can put a fade or a draw on the ball, right? The greens are gonna react based off of slope and those sorts of things. What I'm gonna do, if I can remember how to get over to it, is just play through the tutorial because I think it does a pretty nice job of giving you an overview of how the key mechanics kind of work. So it's just the hole, so we'll go ahead and play that and. Then we'll jump into some of the other features. All right, so right, it's saying change your club with the L stick, right? So you've got your driver, your woods, your irons, those sorts of things. So, you know, at this point, right, a driver is going to be maybe a little bit too much club. So let's club down. Continue. You can rotate your aim, right? So where you're going to choose to shoot your shot. Adjust the power of the shot, which I really like too, right? So it's going to give you a marker on your 3-click bar about, you know, where you want to aim if you're not trying to go for a full kind of power shot. But let's just go max for now. And then here we go, right? So you can do top spin, side spin, right? So for a fade or a draw, which is pretty cool, and you can see the sort of the marker of your shot changing if you adjust those. So we'll just go kind of towards the middle, and then it reminds you about the wind that impacts your shot here. All right, you might see some strange things like turtles or wasps on the course. These can have various effects if you land in their radius. Sometimes they can be helpful to get the ball further down the course. Other times they can be hurtful and hit your ball out of bounds, right? So that's sort of that unique mix of arcadey kind of gameplay along with more traditional kind of golf sim mechanics. So right, aim your shot where you want to land and press A when you're ready. We're ready. And there's the 3-click bar coming up, and we'll just get at it. Right, so it says red marks the maximum power you can hit without losing accuracy. And then the orange appears if you were aiming with a lower power. All right, so stop the first bar at the desired power. All right, so almost towards the max, and then stop the returning bar in the starting area for increased accuracy. Perfect shot. But here we go. So I purposely kind of did this. We are in the turtle zone, so this turtle's going to come over here and give us a little smackadoo over to the rough. I think if you're savvy enough, right, so if I sort of hit it in the top half of the circle, the turtle would have sort of hit my ball towards the, towards the way I wanted to go as opposed to into the rough. All right, you landed in the rough. Longer distance clubs like the driver and woods cannot be hit as well out of the rough, right? Makes sense, sort of like in real golf. All right, different parts of the course impact how you can hit your shot. All right, so that was pretty bad for me. And let's see where we're going to go here. Let's try to get back in bounds. And it runs out a little bit, but we're in this warp zone, so we're back in Turtleville. Look at that. All right, so back in the rough. All right, sometimes I guess that's going to happen. And it's nice, sort of. You hit it in the portal one time, they're going to cut you a break, and no more portal. All right, and now we're hitting into the green. And for this one, right, so if we were to club down to a 9, right, that's not quite enough. So we're going to use an 8 iron and then decrease our power. So it's not kind of a full power shot coming into the green. And there is some rollout, right, on the ball here. Let's give that a try. Not perfect, but power's, I think, where I wanted it to be. So, all right, so we're on the green. Awesome, right? So it's time to putt. Arrows on the green represent the slope of the green. They point in the direction the slope will cause the ball to roll. Larger arrows mean a larger effect. It's kind of hard to see the hole when we're right here, but there it is. It's going to push it down away from the hole a little bit, so we'll aim a little bit that way. And I have noticed that the hole on the green is a little forgiving, so I think you just kind of have to get it close enough for it to go in. There we go. Bogey. All right, so this is cool, right? So you get some experience points, you get some coins, and then we'll get back into sort of the core game here. So the first course it drops you off at is I guess, called Pristine Pines. But before we jump into some of these challenges, let's go over to the Caddy Shack, and I'll show you guys what this is. So these are like those like arcade type power-ups, right? So boost, drop to the ground, bore balls, right? So you can go right through trees and stuff. I haven't had a chance to kind of experiment with some of these things yet, but it seems pretty cool. Again, kind of gives you a different flavor in terms of your classic type of golf game. But kind of how they set it up here is, if you look over to the right, there's 5 out of 12 stars, and that sort of unlocks a tournament that you can play. And you have some options on how to gain stars. Right, so here we've got Driver Drill. We'll give you 1 star. Chippy's Challenge, I'll give you 2 stars. Par's Practice Program. So this one's asking you to complete 2 holes with a score of 0 or better in preparation for the tournament. Or you can do some practice rounds, right? So then you can get some more significant stars here and a lot of coins as well. But let's jump into some of these little practice drills and see how it goes. Yeah, let's do Driver Drill. And then tee off. Maybe we'll do a few of these and then a 9-hole practice round, just to give you guys a good feel. All right, so this drill and this challenge, you can only use your driver woods and hybrid club. Your goal is to hit the ball so that it comes to rest within the circle on the fairway. Okay. So we've got our hybrid here. Can't club down. And the target looks like it is right here. No wind. This one's going to roll out a little bit on us. So let's just see how it goes if we were to kind of aim just before the hole, or the circle. A little off, but let's see how much it rolls out. All right. So there we go. All right, so that was the hybrid. This one's asking us to use a 5 wood, so the roll's going to be a little bit more. Back it up just a touch more than we did on the hybrid. Then it goes pretty quick, right? So you've got 5 shots, and you've got to make 3 successful. It's 2 out of 3. And a pretty similar shot to the one we had last time. Let's plop that out there. Oh, too much. All right. So that was no good, but I still have 2 shots left. That should do it. Success. All right, very cool. Get some experience points, get some coins. And then, now that we've got experience points, we can go in and upgrade our stats. We'll just give ourselves a little bit more average drive. All right, so we beat that one. We now have 6 stars. All right, so that changes a little bit, and it kind of readjusts the type of training programs that it presents to you. Let's try this 3-star one, Poles Passage. You've got to reach a score of +1 across 2 holes, but you've also got to hit the ball between 1 set of poles on each hole. All right, pretty cool. Let's check it out. Hole 1, par 3. All right, in this challenge, you have to complete 2 holes while only using a certain number of shots. In addition to this, you have to hit the ball between a certain number of poles on each hole. This time you have 9 shots to complete 2 holes and must hit the ball between 1 set of poles on each hole. All right, let's find our poles. Okay, so there they are right here. All right, so we've got a bunch of turtles and a portal. So our landing spot, our resting spot really is right over here, it looks like. So let's take the 6-iron. We've got wind that's going, I guess we'll call that north. So let's try for that. Not quite as hard as I wanted, but I think that should be fine. All right, looks like I've got the poles, and now I can just play the hole out like it's just a normal hole. All right, lob wedge here. I haven't really tried to do, I guess, some backspin, but I'm curious if I get kind of aggressive with that, if it'll kind of stop a little bit more on a dime. Let's give that a shot. Not perfect, but let's see here. Let's see how much it's going to roll. Not very much. Oh. Yeah, that was quick, but again, I think the putting is a little forgiving, which is nice, especially in a sort of a pixelated golf game like this. All right, par 5. All right, looks like the set of poles is going to be probably on our approach shot to the green. I think I still want to use the driver. We'll just take down some of the power here. Oh, all right. I was worried that was going to roll off. All right, looks like it would let us hit the driver off the deck, but we're not going to do that because we need to achieve our little challenge here. Let's use the 3-iron. I don't want to roll off into the rough. There we go. Now we've got it. All right. gap wedge. And some wind to the northeast. Yeah, let's just give that a try. A little hard. Still getting a feel for that wind. Oh, interesting, right? It looks like we're going to hit the pole if all things are equal there, but let's give it a try. All right, we hit the pole. And we got a par. So we were successful. And we have... Oh, I have 2 points to spend. I guess I didn't see that last time. I had an extra point I didn't spend. And let's give ourselves some accuracy, right? So as the you add drive distance, it's going to sort of degrade your other skills, which is pretty neat. I think that's similar to what they did on Mario Golf Super Rush. All right, so we need 3 more stars to unlock the tournament, and all right, let's just do a 9-hole round because that'll give us just enough. But before we do that, let's mess around with some of these power-ups just to see if I can figure that out. All right, let's grab a boost. Grab a green reader. And a bore ball. Let's give those a try. Do a 9-hole round. And we'll get at it. All right, so this would be a good test, right? So we've got 7 wind. Give it a little bit of draw here to kind of fight against that wind. If only that was so easy in real life. Oh, but I hit a tree. Ended up okay. All right, a driver. Let's just see how I mean, if it's letting you, is this real life? No, it's a game, so we'll use the driver and see what that does for us. Maybe we'll get some roll onto the green here. Before I do that, let's get rid of that draw. Yep, so hopped right over that rough. Awesome. Eagle. All right, par 3. Ooh. All right, let's see here. Looks like if I hit, is it the up button, it'll let me use a power up. Let's see if I can do that mid ball flight here, if that'll do anything for us. Whoa! I guess I didn't need to do that. that was an aggressive boost. But that was pretty cool. That was pretty significant. Good to know. All right, so it's gonna be uphill, but then come back down pretty evenly, it looks like, so let's give that a try. Just off. Alright, we gave back a stroke on that one. Oh, very cool. Look, so we bought that power up, and it looks like maybe it's like halfway to being recharged. So that's pretty neat. Play this one a little bit smarter. Hopefully. Ooh. All right, we've got a turtle and a warp there we got to watch out for. Right now would have been about a good time to have that power up available to us. But with the wind, let's give it a try. See if we can get across without going in the water. Yep, all right. A little bit easier. Just on. Oh, all right. So here's another power up I guess I can use. Let's try that out. So if I hit X, is it gonna kind of show me how the green's gonna roll? Or maybe that's where it wants me to aim. All right, let's give that a try. Not perfect, but that might have been because I didn't do a perfect shot there. Another par 3. All kinds of disaster around here. Let's see how this goes. All right, we're chipping, but we're close. Hit the flag and roll a little bit away. All right. I do appreciate it loads nice and snappy. Gives you a fly over the hole. It's always nice. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Can even go a little bit lighter. Oh no! Definitely hit a tree there. But we're still in range here, so that I will take. It's probably going to be a little bit deep, but want to make sure I got over there. Not quite hard enough. But we got the par and we're moving on. All right, I'm curious. I'm gonna hit into this turtle and try to end up sort of on the top half of that circle and see what happens. All right, where are you gonna boink me? Yep, see, all right. That's pretty cool. Go with the hybrid. Just get it up there. Decrease some of that power. Give us a little bit more backspin. A little bit less power. Here we go. It's a lot easier when there's no wind. So driver is not play here. Go a little bit easier on that. 3 wood. A little bit of a draw. Recenter. Yeah, that's one thing I guess you got to make sure. The spin on the ball is going to carry over to your next shot, so I guess it's something you got to watch out for. Alrighty. And there we are. Two holes to go. So the wind is sort of going the direction of our ball. A little bit of backspin. Pretty close. A nice straight shot we've got here. All right, last one for the practice round. And it should unlock the tournament. I'm going to see if I can successfully use that boost. All right, we're boosting. Oh, yeah, that's actually a pretty significant boost. Boosted right into the turtle. And we're back probably where we would have been without the boost. But that's okay. And we're in a good spot here for a little finish. Ooh, a ton of experience. Very cool. And might as well round it off to 200 yards. All right, guys. So this was Golfinite, right? So we've got the tournament now, just to see what would happen. Let's click it. Clearly, we're not going to spend another half hour doing the. Oh, it jumps you right in, so you don't even have an option. But well, I guess while this loads, just close out here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was our video on Golfinite. This launches on the Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me. Who knows for you guys? But February 9th, 2024. This launches at $12.99. Again, guys, I'm Hambo and Johnny. This was Golfinite, and I will see you next time. Bye now.